Hello, Geminis. I'm Yin the High Priestess. I've already laid out my spread. I've meditated on it. I've clarified some of these cards, the most spread, just to cut through, because I really want to make sure that my what I'm getting message wise is coming across clear. So we're just gonna hop right into it. Like the video if it resonates, comment if you want to share something about yourself or how it applied, or if you have a question. All my information is in the description box below, and feel free to look at the other videos if you are aware and knowledgeable of your birth chart and know you have other placements within other signs. This can apply to both the sun, moon, rising, as well as your North Node and Venus, this reading, if they're in Gemini. So, as well if third house is prominent in your chart. So we're just going to hop into it, okay? For the present energy, I have the moon Gemini. And what this is giving me is there's a hidden part of you. There's this hidden part in the Gemini energy that is, it's very emotional. There's a lot of emotional burden happening, a lot of emotions hidden. I feel like for some of y'all have pushed away a lot of emotion for some reason, but we'll get into that as I go along. Crossing or challenging you guys, I have the 10 of Wands, which is a burden. All right, the burden of actions, the burden of what's going on here, basically, because I'm really feeling more so it's about actions, your actions and the actions of others, and having to heal from that. We'll get into that. In the environment, I have the Judgment card. However, it is in reverse, and I feel like it's because whatever you're manifesting in your reality, in your matrix, in your environment, has a lot to do with how you're seeing yourself and how you're identifying with yourself. Crowning you, I have Temperance, which is that balance of sun and moon energy within you. It's a higher self situation. That means that is on your mind and trying to balance those things, which is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. And where you just came from is the Page of Wands, which is just getting that initial spark for all this to happen. So we'll talk about it. I'm going to go into the past energy first. I have the Page of Wands. Clarifying the Page of Wands, I have the Judgment card, if I could pick it up with my nails. I have the Judgment card, and it's upright. I have the Two of Swords, and I have the 10 of Cups. Now, with all of this together, I feel like something happened with a group of people that you love, that love you, that they're supposed to be love, at least. For some of y'all, this is family. This could have been a group of friends. I doubt this is work related. And if it is, you have a very close bond with your work peoples. But I think something happened and something was said. You said something, or somebody in the family said something, and it caused this, right? It caused this. And I think that's where this judgment situation came up, because I feel like it made yourself see yourself for who you are. And I don't think it made you feel very good because challenging you is the 10 of Wands. Because of the Moon card, this is making me feel like somebody in the family could have said something about you, like, oh, well, you this, or you do this, or you said something to somebody else. However, it's only one side. And if you got half of the truth, it's still a lie, as far as I'm concerned, because you don't have the full picture. So how can you have the whole truth? And the truth is the truth in all its entirety. And that's where I'm seeing this struggle with the Moon card. I feel like some of you guys are feeling like you want to cut some people off that you really love, and you can't do it because you see yourself in them, and to give up on them is to give up on yourself. So there's a little bit of a self-identity thing happening here, and I'm gonna just continue to explain the other cards and tie that in so you can understand why that's happening. So, clarifying that moon card in the present, I have the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords. This is the Knight of Cups, the Ten of Swords, okay, and the Magician in reverse. And I feel like, remember how I said you only have half of something? The sun and the moon, they work together. So I feel like a lot in your own emotions are hiding from you because you don't want to acknowledge certain emotions, but you want to be able to express emotions to people that you love. You want to be able to understand your emotions, because I feel like a lot of y'all Geminis are having a hard time understanding your emotions right now. And so I'm getting this with the Knight of Cups and the Ten of Swords. I get just like, you show a whole bunch of love, but then you get real cold. You show a whole lot of care and super friendly, and then it's like, F you. Go F yourself. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's really been a hindrance to how you manifest with the Magician in reverse, because the Magician manifests, right? It manifests whatever it wants. And I feel like you're not getting what you want when it comes to people that you love, because there's something that you are not expressing emotionally to people that you love, because these people that you love are also very toxic. Honestly, I feel like you are feeling the toxicity of loved ones. And how you deal with it, whether it's positive or negative, you see it as a bad thing because you're not getting what you want, whether it's understanding or just togetherness. You're not getting that with this family dynamic I'm seeing. And I'm gonna, like I said, it doesn't have to be family, but I'm gonna just keep saying family because it's feeling like that. The energy's feeling like that. So it could be very specific. I hope it resonates with y'all. Crossing. This is what I found interesting. Crossing your spread is your challenge, is the Ten of Wands, which is burden, which is just feeling like all your actions and probably even the actions of others, because they're seemingly going hand to hand with how you identify yourself, is really causing a burden on you. And I think that's why you're in this state emotionally. Clarifying that, I have the Page of Swords, okay, the Empress, and the Devil. And that tells me, these three tell me honestly that the matriarch of this situation, the matriarch to you, this could be an actual mother, this could be somebody who is a mother, who's a friend, and you're watching them. It could be motherhood in general, how you see the feminine, how you see females. This is the foundation of what has affected you. And in order to break out from this kind of feeling of illusion that you're going through in this moon energy, has to do with getting rid of this block when it comes to the feminine. Because the Page of Swords watches, right? And I see you watching the Empress. I see you looking to the Empress. And for some of y'all, the Empress has been so loving, so comforting, so nurturing. This could be a mother that gave you everything you need. This could be your mother who gives you just constant. Okay, let me say this, because it could be, I feel like some of y'all have a mother or a mother figure that enables you. And I feel like some of y'all have a mother or mother figure that is extremely abusive. For some of y'all, it could be both. One minute they are so loving in some ways, and other ways they're toxic as hell. That's where that devil energy is coming from. And I feel like with the Judgment card that I'm seeing in your environment in reverse and from the past, I feel like a lot of you guys are having identity issues, especially with identifying your emotions, because of this influence with the mother nature, pretty much, with the motherly feminine nature that has been an influence in your life. Yeah. In the environment, I have the Judgment in reverse. So that's, I see a lot of you guys really trying to, you see how she stripped into her true essence, her true energy, her true self. I feel like you guys are dealing with that internally right now, and it's manifesting in your environment. Clarifying it, I have the Six of Swords, which is telling me that regardless of any influences, whether family, mother, or whoever, though I feel like you got past the worst of it. You got past the worst actions of yourself and other people. You're out of it in your environment, but because of the Ten of Wands, I still feel like you're carrying the burden still of the actions that you've done in other people due to this issue. The Knight of Pentacles is just being a very long journey, trying to learn and figure out how to be stable within oneself while trying to find yourself. And Temperance, which is the balance of that sun and moon, who you are and who you are emotionally. The parts of you that wish to manifest and create and make what you want out of your life versus all the potential inside you. So I see you working on that, which is a beautiful thing. And the Temperance energy is also crowning your thoughts here, right? And I just described that sun and moon. Clarifying that was the Knight of Swords, the Five of Wands, and the Three of Wands. Let me pick them up. Knight of Swords, Five of Wands, and Three of Wands. Now this night, with this Knight of Swords and the Five of Wands, see, look at that. See, coming in real fast with that sword. That's communication. That's a message. That's information. And then this is conflict. So I'm feeling like somebody in the family. It could have been you. It could have been other family members, friends, the mother figure I was talking about. This could be back and forth. Somebody, there's just been like a real, somebody said something extremely hurtful just to be, just aggressively and painfully. And it very well could have been the truth with this Knight of Swords. However, I just said earlier, the half of a truth is a lie. And I'll explain why that does pertain to you. Because I feel like you're viewing yourselves, some of y'all are viewing yourselves as this one half, right? So for example, let's say somebody that you loved or whatever is like, you're a bitch or whatever. And it's like, well, you're a bitch. And it's like, well, you're just like me. So it's kind of got you looking at yourself where it's either one or the other extreme with this Temperance card. It's like, yeah, it's either, yeah, I'm a bitch and I don't give a fuck. Or it's like, damn, I'm a bitch. This is why I don't deserve love. This is why I don't deserve this, don't deserve that. That, what I'm describing, is probably hidden in this moon energy, because the moon be hiding energies. Hidden emotions that you don't really want to acknowledge within yourself, but they're still coming out and manifesting in your relationships and things that you're trying to do. And I see you looking for more answers about your identity, is because as much as you've had a lot of toxic conflict with others identifying you wrongly and misunderstanding you, you want to understand you for who you really are, hence the judgment that I said. You understanding truly who you are within. Okay? And like I said, that Empress is just staring at me with that devil. It's like that was your foundation for a lot of things, but now it's time to really determine who you really are, because even though we can be exactly like our mothers, look like them, all this stuff, we are still our own person. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like the influence, whether it looks good or bad, whether it was a very, loving life or situation, I just feel like whether it was loving or toxic, it's made you feel hopeless in so many areas. I feel like it's made, regardless of what it was, how it's influencing you is making you dependent on seeing your identity through the reflection of this matriarch figure, this mother or mother figure. Hiding. And the hidden energies, I have the King of Cups, and it's in the reverse. The King of Cups is someone who's mastered their energies. They know they've mastered their emotion. They know their emotions. They can understand and read others people's emotions. They don't wear their heart on their sleeve all vulnerable. They have it right where it's supposed to be, safe and protected, but willing to love. But it is in reverse. Clarifying that King of Cups, I have the Moon, which is your present energy, and the Lovers. So for a lot of you guys, this emotional struggle you're dealing with is affecting your choices and how you view others and yourself in relationships. I feel like I said this earlier, but I feel like it's getting to the point where it's even in romantic relationships as well. It's trickling down to all relationships. And again, because you guys are Geminis, right? You guys rule communication, thinking, logic. You guys rule that. So y'all love communicating, right? But y'all don't want to, and the Geminis where this resonates with, y'all don't want to communicate your emotions, or you can't communicate them because you are not clear in them. So when you do communicate, because y'all can communicate, when you do communicate, it sounds wild, like it's either hurtful or it's just too much. And I feel like that lack of balance of understanding your emotions has caused you not to understand other people's emotions and why they express themselves to you the way they do, why they love you the way they do, why they're saying things to you the way they do. And because you're struggling with your emotional identity right now to be able to sync yourself to who you are and what you're feeling emotionally, it's causing a lot of disruption in how you can communicate lovingly and emotionally to other people. So I have yet to clear your strength, your spiritual guidance, and your most possible outcome. So I'm going to clarify those as I go, okay? In your strength, I have the King of Wands. This could be a male fire sign in your life. I'm not really getting that, but it could be. I'm getting this is you, because I got you in the past with the Page of Wands. A very strong, very determined. So that is your strength for you guys, Geminis. That your strength is your ability to keep going when you want something. When the King of Wands wants something, he goes to go get it and nothing gets in his way. And it's a kind of passion within oneself and for other people that is mastered. So if you have not done that, you have the ability to, and that's your strength. Clarify the King of Wands. The Queen of Pentacles and the Four of Wands. Okay, so for some of y'all, this is romantic. For some of y'all, I'm feeling like I want to be able to do this in my romantic partnership. I want there to be communication. I want to be open, vulnerable, emotional. I want to be able to speak about my emotions clearly. I want to be able to understand my partner's emotions clearly. Your strength and your determination in that is what's going to be a large driving force on how you balance yourself within when it comes to how you're identifying yourself. The kind of identity that right now it seems to you to be reflecting this devil energy of the mother influence. However, this partnership that you're going to have with an individual is going to start helping ground you with the Queen of Pentacles. Some of y'all ready to be wifey. Some of y'all ready to love and be loved, and being able to be stable for other people and to be able to communicate yourselves on a stable, secure level. And that drive is really, that's what's driving you to do this work, this inner work. What is the spiritual guidance here with the Emperor? The World card. Wow, that's beautiful. I'll explain in a minute. And the Emperor clarified by the Emperor with the Six of Wands. Okay, bet. So the spiritual guidance I'm getting is that the Emperor to me is experiences. The Emperor is the male equivalent to the Empress. But from what I'm getting here, with it, the Emperor coming out again, and the World card, is that how you allowed your experiences in your life to determine who you are, how experiences, how you view your experiences, how you used to view them, is going to come to a close. That cycle is going to close. I want one more to clarify. By the way, I got the 6 of Wands underneath, which is this recognition. You see him kind of performing for everybody. He knows himself. He knows what he's good at. You see that flame there? I feel like you're going to be very unapologetic about who you are and not allow your previous experiences with anybody, family, mother, or otherwise, determine who you are, because you are going to realize who you are and act upon that and manifest that and be very clear. Know that. Close the cycle. That's the spiritual guidance. Close the cycle when it comes to your previous experiences. Yes, 7 of Pentacles. When you do that, you're going to be more focused on what you're trying to build, and possibly with another, because a lot of you guys I feel like I'm seeing, with the Ace of Wands at the bottom and that King of Wands holding that wand like that. The determination to have stability, passion, love, communication is what's going to help you heal from past experiences and close the chapters on toxicity, dependency, burden, all of that. Most probable outcome, I have the 4 of Wands here. That partnership I described, domestic life I described, 4 of Cups, an offer, and the Queen of Wands. So this could be a fire female sign. Some of you guys are looking away from one motherly matriarchy figure to another to understand more facets about the feminine. That way you can be more balanced and better influenced. Some of you guys are feeling that Queen of Wands energy, very passionate, and it's like all over the place right now. And I think that for a lot of you, your partner or a friend or someone who's willing to offer you something, you see how he's sitting here drinking because there ain't nothing in these cups, and somebody's like, hey, I got some fresh water, somebody that loves you or wants to love you, and I think that you want to love them, are gonna come in and say, hey, I can help you, I'm here to help you. They're gonna help you, but they might not even say that out loud. It's just their actions are really gonna put things into perspective that's going to further help you identify not only what love is, but what emotions are. What are your emotions? What are you thinking and doing that really, what are your thoughts that aren't really your thoughts? What are your actions that aren't really your actions? You've just been doing that because you've been influenced by the past, maybe because of family and where you've been through, or who you used to hang out with and everything like that. Yeah, I feel like I'm done. Actually, let me clarify with a couple tea leaves and then I'll be done. Temporary situation with the tent. So I got the tent, temporary situation, not unsuccessful plans, dog far away, a distant friend is thinking of you. Arrow, you are on the right path regarding some aspect of your life. And a dark man, dealings or relationship with a man with dark complexion or hair. If you are, for some of y'all, there is a male that is, like I said, that partner, that romantic partner that has helped with a lot of it. And I think that there was some strife between you and this person because your family, the influence that the negative influence your family has had on you has affected the plans that you had with this current person. Some of y'all might even have split up at a certain point due to clearing the air and not being toxic toward each other, but they're still thinking of you or you're still thinking of them. But you're definitely on the right path right now in terms of reflecting within oneself. So I would just keep going because I'm seeing that you guys are doing the work. But when somebody comes with an offer, a cup of love, don't just sit here and look at everything you could have had. Take this. You're going to understand this more. When you take that cup of love from this person who wants to love you the right way now, there's going to be a new flame passion inside of you. Okay. Yeah, that's the reading. I hope you enjoyed it. And until next time.